So
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, so I wasn't thinking more. I wasn't thinking like circuitry. I was thinking the whole Matrix thing where the skill was actually uploaded.
oh, that slick.
Yes.
If they have anything that slick, it has not been discovered by the PCs yet.
Yeah, that's slick I'm talking about. I
Oh
know
no,
kung fu.
yeah, actually the equivalent in this campaign is your learn skill. That's about as good as it gets. Which, if you've got a 20 in learn, which eventually all the PCs probably will that are close by, that's if I had 20% in all the different languages I come into contact with, I'd be considered a bad motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Learn was one of the ones I was thinking I will be pumping this up.
Mm-hmm. All of the stats are fucking amazingly useful.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, are you guys driving around or taking cabs around?
Driving around. Do you want me to make a driving roll?
Yes, please. You're the only
Yeah,
one who can operate this
how do
thing.
cars work? What are
Got
they? Jets, propellers, anti-grav?
Some sort of anti-grav, I think. I don't know. Same shit that Bruce Willis was using in his cab. I'm guessing anti-grav.
All right. So if anti-grav technology works, could
At
we
least
use
here.
it? Could we use it in the collapsed tunnels to hold the roofs up?
Give me a construction roll.
Nah, I don't think so. That's a lot of fuel to burn to make, to keep some rocks up.
Yeah.
Clearly.
No idea.
It shows you like forcing taxis into the tunnels and shit.
It was just something else I was thinking. I mean, if it was some sort of anti-grav or something, then potentially.
Yeah, I mean, some of the tunnels are big enough to hold the taxi cab needed to keep the roof up. Your guess? You're like, I'd like to buy 80 taxis, please. My tunnel seems to be collapsing, so I need them quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, fortunately for you, the doc seems really super good at driving his vehicle around.
It took a while.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should have seen the fun when other people tried driving theirs for the first time. So, you remember in The Simpsons when it was snowy and they drove into the parking lot and then proceeded to fucking slide into every car in the parking lot?
Mm-hmm.
He had that scene with his fucking car at one point. So, yeah. Anyway.
Let's go to a...
Oh, wait. I wanted to analyze what exactly does this alien probe do? Like, can I check it out to see if I can figure it out?
Oh, that's right. The alien probe. Forgot about that.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Do you have an analyze device card or do you want to just look at it? And what skill would you like to use to analyze this alien probe?
Well, the closest thing I would have to it would be the build and repair alien laser gun.
Nah.
I have robotics. I have replicant. I have cybertech build and repair.
Give me alien probe build and repair. There you go. You can pick up a check in that fucking valuable learn.
It's not just alien tech?
No. Logan knows better than to do that, Pete.
It's worth an ask.
No.
Nah.
Maybe McKay will know.
Yeah, I can.
You want to extend the probe toward him?
And I'll play a skill +5 just to give me a 1 in 5 chance.
Great.
Right.
Okay. So
it's a pity that Alex is not here.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to take
on him and see what happened, and he would let us.
I was going to say, if you went around probing people with the alien probe, then I would give you a new role in trying to figure out what it does. But you need to actually probe somebody.
That's easy. That's easy. Oh, shit. I know what to do now. I'm going to rent a van, and I'm going to I'm going to make a sign that says free clinic. and we're gonna set the like little tent up behind it, and we're gonna go out to like where the homeless people are, and like let them come in, and I'll do free checkups all day, and I will probe every one of them until I figure out what it does.
Yep, sounds good, and I'll assist.
Wow, give me a fast talk roll for general bullshitting. One of you can support the other if they so desire.
Yeah,
And
I don't know. I'm professional at fast talk, so if you're as well, I can support you. Yeah, I supported, but yeah.
Great. And mark off 20 creds for the sign and 3-sided tent thing. You rent those.
Medical. We'll need medical supplies if we're doing. We might as well
a box of gloves and like some alcohol, some swabs. They don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll just put a clean spot on their arm for all they know, and then
some antiseptic lotion and some what's that red stuff or purple stuff or whatever.
Iodine.
Iodine, yeah.
Go ahead and mark off 100 cred. You now have basic medical supplies for doing checkups on people. There are some really sick people out there, but they all get probed. Both of you can make new alien probe build and repair skill rolls as you probe the shit out of people.
I will support you first on your roll, okay?
There you go.
Okay.
Good way to do it.
I don't make it.
Yeah, no, I didn't make it.
Okay, now you support me, and I'll try to make the roll.
There you go. Clever.
Yes.
And of course, I don't make it.
But I did make my role in trying to support you.
Cool. So, yeah, you get a check in it, but you still don't know what it does because you're telling him what to do with it. And
right, so what's the skill called? Alien. So, alien probe.
Build and repair.
Build repair.
Well,
we want to burn a couple days waiting for the barbershop to open. We can do this again tomorrow.
Well, did we want to look into this missing person, and we could spend an hour or two.
If you guys just want to burn time until the barbershop opens, probing the fuck out of people, I'll give you each another 2 rolls. If you're doing nothing,
I am so down with that. It is ridiculous.
Sure.
All right. I will support you twice.
Yeah. There's something oddly satisfying about ramming this thing up people's asses for some reason you're not able to figure out.
I made it.
Oh my God. All right. Pretty much the purpose of it is
made it critical on the second time.
God damn.
Look at that shit.
All right. You also pick up. Well, you both have a check in learning now, and you both. And at least McKay picks up probe parentheses alien. So now he gets the result in addition to being able to build and repair the probes with his other skill. He can now analyze the result, or you could call it alien probe analysis or whatever you want. I don't care. Yeah. So pretty much the alien probe purpose is to find out who would be a suitable candidate for leaving your alien larva in.
Okay. So does this device impregnate as well?
No, this is just it's a dipstick to check the oil, so to speak. As all the alien conspiracy.
Just human at the right viscosity. Excellent. We can use him.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. And also, you've figured out how to make things go down and stuff. So now, just imagine when you're doing this, it's kind of like a modified pogo stick that you're ramming into people's butts. Okay. So about that barbershop, did you actually want to do anything to help the homeless, or are you just like swabbing their arm?
No, I'll help out the ones I can, and the ones that are going to die or whatever, they're just going to...
Yeah, we'll try and do basic medical stuff to help them out.
Sure, but both of you guys can give me first aid rolls and medicine rolls as you remove tumors and shit like that. You try to help them a little bit. You get a roll on each. Actually, you can have 2 rolls on each if you fail one of them because you're there for a long time. And the guy's like, "Oh, thanks. The tumor's been bothering. Oh, what? What? My pet? Oh!"
We're just checking your hemorrhoids and checking to see any incident of bowel cancer.
Yeah. 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 Oh, was that? Did somebody
No, it's not a
fumble?
fumble.
Ah, no problem. I was gonna say things happen, accidental deaths and
No,
stuff. But
it was
all
not
right.
a.
No problem. Yeah, you guys do some good for the people. Eventually the cops come and check to make sure you're not an evil corp doing stuff. They also, you can tell, give me empathy rolls.
100.
Pete, you're thinking that they're coming on to you, the 2 cops. Chris, you're thinking they want something from you.
Do you want to check up as well?
No. They frown and shake their heads and
Want a
look
box
at
of
you.
donuts?
Are you trying to bribe us?
No. I thought that some public servants would like
They both
lunch.
frown. When you say no, they both go.
I figured we will give you lunch and a snack to go.
Ah, yes. How much would you like to put into their snack to go?
Oh, I'll put $500 in their snack to go.
They seem well pleased, and they go. Did one of them wink at McKay? You're not sure. McKay's acting as though one of them did. Awkward.
He is, a nightclub or a nightstick and some cuffs. I mean, that's his thing. That ain't shit compared to Muldoon, so there ain't nothing that's gonna surprise me ever again.
Apparently, McKay really digs a guy in uniform.
There's something about the uniform.
There you go. Chris, don't bounce your foot because it bounces your whole body. Bouncy.
That's because I put it up on the table, and that's why.
So, right. It takes about 3 days. The barber shop is miraculously all fixed up. Clem the barber's in there, and he greets you when you come in. Goes,
wait. I want to do counter surveillance to see who's watching the barbershop when we go.
Go ahead. Tell me how well you make it, if you make it.
I make it, but nothing special.
You're definitely not feeling secure about going in there.
Right. Yeah, it's being watched, of course.
McKay doesn't think so.
No. I mean, those cameras you saw watching it from the outside, are they still there?
Some of them. Yeah. Oh, give me spot hidden rolls as you're looking for cameras in particular.
Got it.
Let me know if you make it by 30 or less.
Yep.
Right. Holy shit. Somebody has set up a literal missile battery across the street pointed toward the barber shop. You can tell since you made yours at -30 that it looks as though part of the building is like a facade, and there's literal missiles ready to go at the barber shop.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
That is heavy duty. Question: do you have a retrieve or anything like, or a limited retrieve or anything like that, Chris?
He wants that skill 5 back.
No. It's just depending on what we want to do. I've got Blues Brothers, which completely nullifies any explosion damage. The entire block could literally be brought down, and the character can get up and dust himself off.
That is a fucking great card for certain times. Doesn't come up that much, but when it does, it does.
Yes. And I was thinking this might be one of those types.
With those missiles, yeah, that would be the perfect card, actually.
Yes. Hence my thinking. Besides the whole phasing thing. we've got going.
That's also if it even, like, we could go disable them and then go in.
Yeah, or they may not even go off at us. Depends on if they're just
No, I'm
going
pretty sure that those are made just, in place just for us, or at least me.
Yeah, more than likely.
So we could sneak around a long way to get to these missiles to check it out. And I want to look for booby traps as we go in.
Well, the problem is that there is no long way around because the barbershop's on one side, missiles are on the other, and if you'll recall, there's no back door to the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Oh, I thought it was like across the street.
It is. So
there's no back door to what's across the street?
Oh, you mean sneaking in on that? I thought you meant sneaking into the
no.
barbershop.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, you might be able to sneak over. You haven't really checked it out or anything yet.
That's what we're going to do. We're checking it out and seeing if we can sneak in there.
Give me sneaky rolls, please. Let's see how sneaky you guys are. Are you
sneaky?
Tell stealth 70. Yes, I make my stealth roll.
You guys get up to the back, and you can tell that there's like a camera that's it's small, it's shielded, like to keep away from small arms fire type stuff. Although if you got like something bigger, it should be able to take it out. It's in like its own globe, and it's sweeping back and forth near the back door of the place. And so the back door of the place that has the missiles definitely being watched. But give me...
Is it single story, double story, multi-story?
It's a couple stories. I'm trying to figure out what's a good role to figure out an alternative way in. Architecture. There you go. At last, Chris's architecture dreams will all come true. Unless you guys can think of something else.
What's next door? Well, I'll give you a roll just to see if I get
stores and shit.
What kind of store?
They have a cell phone store on one side, and on the other side is a pizza to go.
Okay, what's above where the missiles are?
Nothing. We're residences. You're not really sure. Not a store. It looks like there used to be a store where in the building the missiles are being kept, but now it's got a closed for renovation sign on it that looks really new.
Okay.
Not that you've gotten to see it up close because you were being sneaky as fuck and went around the back, but you're currently observing from a very sneaky place so that you can see the camera on the back door of the building. Give me, I'm going to assume that you guys have good spot hiddens. Give me tracking rolls, -30, because you're a long way from it. If you're standing over it, i.e. with inside a camera, because it is like dirt and stuff there.
Oh, tracking at a -30? No, that's definitely not.
No,
okay.
-30.
All right.
We could pay some,
there. It looks scuffed up, but
we could pay some gangers or something to vandalize it and then see what happens. And see what the reaction is. As in vandalize the camera and see what happens.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Or we could, go into a next door building and onto the roof and down or something. Or through a wall.
It's always easier to go through an interior wall than it is to...
Exactly.
It would probably be easier to do that than to go through the door.
Yep.
I can see the door being all reinforced and
Yeah. And the nature of these buildings, exactly.
Right.
The interior walls, yeah. They're unlikely to be... I mean, we look at the buildings, are they all of the same construction or are they different construction?
No, they seem to be of the same-ish construction. You're thinking that it's not going to be like quite a punch through thing. There'll probably be like at least one row of cinder blocks between the buildings.
Okay. So
it's not one giant building that's been subdivided.
Yeah. Okay.
various buildings. So, but
All right.
compared to the back door, which could be one of those giant vault doors that never ends and just keeps opening more and more metal and shit, who knows?
Okay,
Yeah,
now you
so-
say that the camera's shielded as well, or no?
Yeah, it's got a bubble dome on it that probably bulletproof as well as thief proof, as much so as they're able to do it, because otherwise somebody'd say, hey, look, free camera.
Probably not laser proof though.
Right, I was thinking the same thing.
That is a possibility, but the laser range is pretty short. The camera may end up seeing him.
No. I wasn't talking about the laser gun. I was talking about those lasers that people like pointing at airplanes and stuff and dazzling pilots with.
Blinding.
Mm.
Blinding the camera. Or people point at helicopters. Police helicopters. Those sort of lasers.
Mm. Yeah, you have no idea on that.
Yeah.
I mean, getting those sort of lasers, those aren't expensive, like 20, 30
Yeah.
grand. You can get one of those, I'm sure.
Yep.
And that would blind the shit out of it too, with no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least while it's on it. The only problem is it keeps tracking back and forth.
Yeah, so it just means it just produces a blind spot in a particular zone.
Yeah.
From cover, how close is the door from the closest cover?
From the closest cover, you're looking at a good 7 meters.
So there's not really like bins or
There are, but it
big
looks
bins.
as though for some reason there's none close to that door. Almost like somebody didn't want anything close or impeding in that area and cleared it out. Everywhere else looks a little more cluttered than maybe it should be, except right there.
How wide is the alleyway, laneway, whatever, and how high is the camera?
The camera is above a door, so you can pretty much reach up and touch the globe, like if you're an average sized person. The alleyway itself is pretty wide. It's maybe 4 meters wide. I mean, if you were to get into that other building, then that'd put you within 5 meters of the camera.
Yeah, I was just thinking like a delivery van driving down and accidentally knocking the camera off.
Tricky to get it in here because of the bins and shit like that. This looks like the kind of place that they have to wheel the bins out into a street if they ever want to empty them, which they don't.
Okay, so like a van doing a delivery van, like delivering goods to the store, some of the stores wouldn't be able to drive.
Very suspicious coming down this particular alley because it's a small alley and cluttered with shit. You can get a motorcycle down here without too much problem.
No, it's more dodging. Something driving down and by chance knocking the camera.
You do notice that there are some homeless or vagabonds or dead bodies or whatever, you're not sure, that are in the alley, but none are within the protected zone. Right. Could be a kill zone. And there are also windows and stuff that overlook the kill zone, which look as though they could be opened easily. And in fact, around some of the windows, you do see what appears to be bullet holes, possibly somebody returning fire. Now that you look at it, actually, it looks like there have been some firefights in the alley. I didn't mention it before because it's not uncommon.
Mm-hmm. All right, so did we want to go in via a next door?
Yeah, why don't we go next door? We go up to the top, to the roof, get over to the other building, and then come down the stairs that way, and then see if there's a way from the interior.
Oh, actually, and also depending on what the roof is, we could just come in through the roof.
Well,
if it's corrugated iron or something, or
getting in from that way, I'm going to need a climb roll from both of you, and I will give somebody a light amount of damage for falling off of the 1 to 2 story building. There he goes. Take your D6 and like it. The dock disappears.
Lying.
Muffled scream. Crash.
The amount
Shows
of
this video audience of old women doing the clapping
Damn it.
thing.
Oh.
Ow.
Holy shit.
Both of you guys fell off? You guys suck. You're laying next to each other going, "Wah."
For the amount of times I've made a climbing roll, it's yet to improve.
Let's try this again.
It is
It
one of
shows
those
the old
annoying
ladies from the
skills.
Monty Python doing the applause and stuff.
I'm assuming it's half and half.
Yep. There goes the dock again on the other one. You're thinking that maybe going and buying a ladder would be a good idea.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you made it with an 83?
Mm-hmm.
Hooray! And how's McKay doing?
Crit. Oh no, one off a crit. So.
Hooray! At last, you managed to climb up the building. Okay, what you discover. Oh, give me stealth rolls as you're in a new sneaky place, and I'll give you the layout here.
Stealth. Yep.
Okay, it looks as though it looks like pretty much both of the other sides go up 2 stories. The target place with the missiles in it goes 3. It looks as though one of the air places used to be 3 stories and somebody pretty much took a story off. Like, you don't need that. We need unobstructed line of sight. But from here, being sneaky as you guys are, you can see that they pretty much have, they've substituted walls for glass, and you can see a couple of guys in there. They've got a control pad, they've got rifles, they've got vests on, they've got a really bored expression like, God, kill me, this is the worst job ever. They both look like street samurai type things. So your guess is, do you guys have any skills that allow you to evaluate how professional other people are?
Not that I can think of.
Streetwise.
Yeah, besides
Streetwise?
streetwise.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Nah.
Yeah, they look like humans to you. They got fancy armor, various weapons, including like rifles, assault rifles, smaller machine pistol type things, regular pistols, knives, blackjacks, whatever. Their job seems to be watching some monitors. They keep an eye on their sides, not that often. You could possibly spring up on the 2nd story roof of like the pizza place, run across it and do horrible shit, and they might not glance over in time, or maybe motion will catch their out of the corner of their eye. They're not on a freakishly, like right now, if you guys both had sniper rifles, and if the glass isn't bulletproof and you're not sure if it is or isn't, you could probably take them out, just because nobody can keep hypervigilance all the time. And cameras only show you so much. But yeah, it looks like they're waiting for somebody or something. And it looks like they have a big red button. They're keeping their hands well away from it, but there's a big red button in the middle of their fucking control panel. You're not sure what it does, but it's a big red button.
So there's no way to really sneak up on them.
There is, well, it depends on how crazy you want to get. Like, for example, their roof is not clear. So if you want to do a halo drop from, airplane, parachute and stuff, that would take them totally by surprise. Otherwise, you could always do something like wait until darkness, wearing like ninja suits and slither across the fucking ceiling of this place, and hope that they don't have any motion detectors and shit like that up, which, given the amount of birds and shit that keep going around and them not going crazy, you're guessing they probably don't. So yeah, there's possibilities, or you just shoot them from here, assuming that you can get through, because you are within maybe 7 meters of them. But to get in there, completely surprise them and shit would be tricky. It's set up to be tricky. I mean, you could do some wild shit that they didn't foresee. Right now, the only openings are either the back door or on the second floor up, the fake wall that McKay spotted, where the missiles are behind it and shit, because it's made it. They're basically using a combination of like, when you do construction and you have the sheets that look like buildings. It's a combination of that and a shitty holograph projector. Pretty much somebody spent a lot of money doing this.
If a truck was to pull up on the street out the front of the barbershop.
Yeah. In front of the barbershop?
Yeah.
Okay. It would totally block their fucking line of sight, assuming we're talking about a semi or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally block their line of sight.
Or a delivery van, like a 4-ton truck or whatever.
Mm-hmm. You're not sure if that will cause them to trigger the missiles or not, but they do seem to be keeping a sharp eye on the barbershop. You guys can give me spot hidden rolls. Go for a -30 because you're trying to see something that you're not in a good position to see, and so you're using reflections and shit like that.
Nope.
Did you already roll, Chris?
Got
you
it.
have a 72 or higher?
Mm-hmm.
They're according to their monitors, which he can barely see, they have cameras in the barber shop. They are watching what's going on in the barber shop. They look so bored that you might be able to convince them to slit their own throats.
If only I had the voice.
Oh. You missed that one, I'll bet.
I didn't get to use it very often.
While you guys plot and scheme, I'll be right back. After a hard day of anally probing people, you like to sit down with a Kentucky bourbon.
So the guys monitoring stuff, they're on the top floor, aren't they, of the building they're in?
Correct. They like to watch. Well, actually, they're fucking hating it right now, but...
Yes.
Imagine getting paid a whole bunch of money to sit around in armor, watching a building that not much happens in ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, there's a lot of people make a living doing just that, I think. But
yep, security guards.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing how many security guards have gone on to become published writers because they have a lot of time on their hands at work.
Yeah. Yes, you'd be sitting there bored shitless unless you've got to do patrols as well. It's monitoring or something to break up the monotony.
I'm guessing like people in Iceland because they have a freakishly high percentage of their population to become published authors. That tells me the winters there really suck ass.
Yes, I bet it does.
I mean, they take pride in how many people are authors, and I think that's awesome, but sucky winter.
Yeah, so it would lead to a lot of indoor endeavors.
Or waiting on Chris. I just had a clever thought. Yay, cleverness. I'm eating chicken right now because my stomach was fucking craving it or some shit. But I went and got some wet wipes so that I don't have to get up to go wash my hands when I'm done
That
eating.
will make it easier using your mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. I like to rub chicken grease on my mouse and keyboard. I like that the campaign has finally begun to get complicated enough that there's shit going on.
Yep.
Regardless if the PCs had anything to do with it or not, which in this case you probably did, but
well, there are, yeah, well, there does appear to be other players in, by players I don't mean PC people, I mean other, I suppose other Doras as such, besides the PCs with their own agendas.
Yep. And plus things that the other parties do also influence you guys, which is awesome. But yeah, I've noticed that when I first start GMing a new campaign, it takes a while to get her up to speed. In my opinion, I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, part of it is like building up the whole, fleshing it out is what I'm trying to say. As people get to work out the boundaries and what works, what doesn't work, etc.
God damn, I'm going to be done eating this by the time Chris gets back. Hooray! Hooray for gluttony. I remember back when we were running the old campaign, somebody saying, I can't believe you guys eat during the thing. I was like, we're going for 12 hours. Of course we're eating during the
Yes.
It's like, I'd be surprised if we didn't eat during the thing.
Well, the face-to-face role-playing I do, we, yeah, a couple of us have dinner, because pretty much get home from work, get changed, get in the car, drive there.
Yep. How in Australia, how do they have like inexpensive hotels and stuff to stay at, or is it all like $100 plus stuff?
Oh, you've got you got backpacking stuff, backpackers hotels and stuff like that, of varying quality. No idea what sort of pricing they go for nowadays.
Got it. I don't know. We'll see. One of these days, I'd like to get out to Australia, go to some of the extremely tame parts of the outback so I can look around and go, this is neat. And they'll say, don't touch that tree or you'll die. And I'll go,
yeah.
I mean, when I was young and fit and all that shit, I give myself a good 30% chance of survival in that kind of situation. But since getting as old as I am, my chances have not increased. I would say that they're going down at a fairly steady rate. So I don't want to go out and go Logan versus nature. No. I'd like to see some of the pretty shit because they got a lot of pretty shit in Australia. But, I don't want to test myself against it at all.
No.
Swear to God.
I think Chris really needs to move. He doesn't seem happy there.
No.
I hope you find a roommate or something like that you can move in with, Chris.
Why? What?
Because you don't seem like a happy bunny there.
Not really. The only thing is it's close to work, so.
Convenience.
So, moving on, what do you guys want to do? You have many possibilities. The guards are not all that attentive. There's 2 of them. I mean, you could do surveillance. There's other places that you could do better surveillance from further away, like higher buildings. You could be further away, like kind of back to their flank and shit like that, that you could go to if you wanted to set up a surveillance thing.
Yeah, so we could potentially see things like shift changes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Are you all right? So I suppose there's presumably a gate or 2 in the sewers we could potentially use to go somewhere else.
Possible. You're not sure?
Are you familiar with any other gates in this place, Doc? And there was what looked to be a gate past the. He's thinking.
One moment, please.
He's pulling out his notes, which is one of the things I like it when players have notes in the campaign and shit. Shows that they care.
There looked to be a gate past the flying saucer.
Yeah, that gate was not turned on.
No, it was not. However, that was a gate that we could investigate and poke. If it came to that.
Wait, what gate?
Past the flying saucer, there was that gate. You saw. You took some photos of it.
Oh, yes.
I didn't.
We could go do that. See where the fuck that takes us.
It's not
that
turned
gate was
on
not
currently.
wasn't on, but we could attempt to work out how to activate it if it's something we could do, or if it was beyond us. If necessary, that's an option. Or wasn't there a gate or something here? Was it from here that it went through to the post-apocalypse underwater? Was that from somewhere else?
Yeah, that's here. I can show you where that is. We would have to.
Yeah, no, that's all right. If we need, rather not if we don't. I'd rather not if we didn't have to.
I like that there's multiple ways to get to where you want to go. It's like, oh, we just swim down here, and then we go over there, and then we go to that fucking barbershop. Fuck these guys. Yeah, I like that.
Well, we could go to Burlington if we wanted to, and then use the barbershop there, because I'm sure it's connected.
I've never been to Burlington.
How would you get to Burlington from here?
Because in the ruined warehouse, there's a gate that if you use a plasma torch, you can open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
to Burlington.
Good luck with that one.
Okay.
Never
I've not been
to Burlington. You lucky boy, you.
Yes, Burlington I have not been to.
Shit, we should go to Burlington just to get some secret decoder rings. So that way I can put them like in my kitty. So if I ever find something cool that is magical, it won't go. That won't go away. Actually, we should just fucking do that. To be honest.
All right.
So,
is there anything else of interest in Burlington?
No. Maybe. A little bit, but I mean,
No. Yes. No. Yeah, maybe.
it's such a horrifyingly boring place that it's.
All right. Yeah. But so there's nothing
One
else really
day
there.
you'll go there and you can explore around all you want, and then
Yeah.
try not to kill yourself, and then leave after killing everybody.
Right. So there's nothing there worth checking out, investigating, from your
I
experience.
never said that, but I mean, it's pretty boring.
That's right.
But
And
you've
that's not
never
our-
been
No. I came to in Red Carpet Land.
there. All right, we're gonna go to Burlington. Let's do this.
All right. So tell me exactly where you would like to go and what you would like to do.
I'm gonna go get myself a portable torch, like the plasma torch that I had before.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the warehouse and I'm gonna surveil on my way in because I know that shit was booby trapped at one point as well.
Either give me a navigation or memory at +20. You've been to the warehouse several times, but it has been a while. Oh, fine. Here it is. Right. He takes you to an old decrepit warehouse, Pete, that looks like every other old decrepit warehouse around. It's pretty messed up and stuff. And he's approaching it in a very cautious manner, looking around a lot. Both of you guys give me spot hidden rolls. Lower is better.
-60.
All right.
Just by 30.
All right. You guys find a couple of different cameras that are watching it that have been placed on other nearby warehouses and shit. So this place is under surveillance. Also, Chris, with your making it -60, you notice that the sunlight sparkles just for a second off of like a very fine trip line that somebody put up, which may connect to something bad. Also, you are suspicious that there could be like some landmines and shit because the dirt's been dug around a bit. That's near.
Is there any way to avoid where the digging's been?
Pretty much going through a window, like tossing something heavy through one of the windows and then going in that way. It'll be noisy, but it'll keep you away from everything that you saw. In fact, nobody has thought to put a camera on the side with one of the large breakable windows, or they've got something nasty right under that large breakable window on the inside where you can't see it.
Okay, so it'd be loud. It's going to be seen.
Well,
But this is
maybe.
well. Another thing though is that C4 never exploded. It or no, it did. It did. It just didn't explode right away. It exploded another time, didn't it? I don't remember.
If they're using the exact same C4 as last time, you mean?
No, because we took that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys stole that C4 and said it's
Yeah.
ours now. This could be.
So you could
our
always just,
C4.
depending on like how noisy we want to be, we can just buy some bowling balls and roll them through,
Oh yeah. That
and
would
then
fucking
just
do it.
walk right in and not worry about the ground and other crap. And how many
So-
monofilament wires are out here as tripwires?
Bowling balls would be about the right height to totally take out these things that you've seen. Mhm.
It feels like I'm like going on a trap mod at Nero, and we just because I really don't want to deal with that, like just the whole thing, really. Just stepping over. Do I have to do it like an Ocean's 12 here or what? I mean,
Mhm.
Acrobatics or
Yeah.
something stupid.
right.
Oh yeah.
That was me parkoured over the lasers.
Parkour! You have to yell parkour before doing it, apparently, according to some of the other PCs, and then fall horribly. It's
Into all the lasers and then
yeah, awesome.
Or is there a wall next to like the closest wall to where the gate is?
No, the gate's kind of like the closest wall would probably be, I don't know, 5 meters away.
Okay.
What about the roof of the warehouse?
Well, now that you mention it, there is a skylight up on the roof of the warehouse, but the doc is convinced that not only is it trapped, but it the whole warehouse may explode if anybody gets too close and farts on it. He seems very
I'll
paranoid.
check it. I don't care. We can check it. We can go climb up there and check. I'm good with that.
Why climb?
Let's go fall off the.
We've got a flying car.
Or we could fly up there. Fuck you. Jeez.
I was just trying to figure out what the damage would be for falling 3 stories, but somebody goes and spoils my fun. So now, because you're going to be now, do you want to set the couple $1,000-pound car down on the dilapidated warehouse?
Float it. Park it.
I'm going to need a dry flying car to get it to basically
just fly in.
All right.
I'll
go through. No problem. You give me a luck roll, Chris. Lower is better.
-60.
You see various things behind the car explode. Some of the windows shatter in. Both of you guys take a D4 from glass and stuff like that. It looks like you set off various traps, but you're in this big fucking metal car. It's a van, actually, and so it absorbs most of the damage. And
excellent.
Chris, roll a D10 for the car. Lower is better. This is car damage.
10.
Yeah, you basically crash landed the car, which kind of started to do a football spin toward the ground, but it didn't. The ground just wasn't far enough away for the cool spin, so it's kind of on its side, and that skids over, and that causes more shit to blow up. And so you realize at this point that you are in the bowling ball.
Yeah.
Bowling
balls.
I'm going to need a sandy roll from both of you guys, as there's a lot of shit exploding around you, and if you fail, you'll take some. If you make it, you're like, yeah, it's a Tuesday.
I hate Tuesdays. It's better than Monday, though.
Nobody failed?
No.
You guys just shrug and go, meh.
Right.
So where's this gate you're talking about?
Both of you guys take a card for nonchalance.
Man, this rental place loves my ass.
I was going to say, did you get full comprehensive on this vehicle?
I thought this was your van that came with your hideout that you were driving.
No,
right?
that's in getting repaired.
Oh, shit, that's right. Jesus Christ, those poor people. You guys are just horrible renters.
No, they love me because I buy the damn thing all the time.
Yeah, it looks like you're buying this one too, you're thinking.
Uh-huh.
Neat.
That's how they became a contact. I just kept buying their shit. And they kept on saying, you just want to buy it. I'm like, no, I want to rent it. They're like, all right, well, give us some extra money in ahead of time first. That's great.
Okay.
All right, so I go over to where the gate is.
All right. He goes over to a large cleared area that has, you see a camera over there mounted to keep an eye on it. You can go around behind the camera if you want, because you have amazing spot hiddens, and you're like, camera, look at the camera. Yes.
I try to avoid the cameras. Is there any cameras that we just can't avoid?
That one that I'm mentioning, you could walk up and go and turn it a different direction, but because it's just on a tripod.
So it looks like it's set up for when
we'll
people
do that,
come
except
here.
make sure there's no tripwires around the camera, because I'm sure that's...
You step over the tripwires, muttering darkly, and ruin Logan's fun. So yeah, you wander over. Okay, right. You're not sure how long you've got here before somebody comes storming in, possibly firing guns and shit. But for now, it's your warehouse. What's left of it?
Hey, I turn on the hand torch.
No problem. A big fucking gate go boom, 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 and it doesn't seem to have a connection that you're able to notice, Pete, between him turning on his plasma welder thing and a big gate opening. But by God, it worked.
That's the important bit.
All right, you ready? We're going to step through, and there might be a couple guards on the other side. Your phase is up for the day, right?
Yep.
I pull up my ray gun. Let's go.
All right.
No problem. Right, Chris, give me a luck roll. Lower is better because you're the one. Now, you go in. You seem to be in a bank vault. There's like little safe deposit boxes, normal bank vault shit. No money for some reason, but the bank vault door is closed. The gate is still here. It's loud and annoying.
I open the door.
Which door?
The vault door.
Oh, there's not even an opener thing on this side. It has to be opened externally.
So is this what you normally see in Burlington, a bank vault?
It's usually... I wonder what time it is.
Take a card for remembering that, Chris. Apparently it is not the correct time is the answer.
If this is in... All right, so what... Typically, built-in bank vaults have a phone installed inside them, so that...
They should. This one does not.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want to use it anyway. We'll just chill here for a bit.
Okay.
I deactivate the welder, but I believe from this side it's always open.
The gate continues its loud, annoying being onness. Cut to both of you guys give me dex rolls to basically you've gone from waiting for like 6 hours, bored out of your fucking mind, to trying to be.
Pete, do you have any crappy cards?
Oops. What have we got? A plethora of penguins, which is
if you spend that, you can have shit to eat while you're in the vault because you forgot food, and you could really use some.
Plus 20. Party escape.
Let's toss the etiquette, and I'll give you a negate.
All right.
Okay, sorry, Logan. What was that? We dex rolls for what? Or
dex roll. This is to really quickly get to full readiness and stuff like that, as opposed to being caught flat-footed when the door suddenly swings open.
Yep.
I'm taking a nap.
I was going to say, no problem. The door swings open, and it looks like you have managed to enter standard combat. Because they look as though they are totally not surprised there are people in here, and killing you is now job one. There's no discussion. There's no, hi, how are you? Just, they open, the one guy is opening the door. There's 3 other guys, 2 of which are in the door, and the other one's like waiting. There's 4 guys total, 2 of which are able to fire, and they just open up on you guys like, yeah. Both of you guys give me luck roll, or actually no, they're going to shoot at Pete because he's standing up and they need to kill him. The other guy seems to be asleep. They can kill him in a bit. So heroes are first. Well, no, actually Pete is first, then the bad guys. Next round we'll get to Chris. With a roll like that, you'll be lucky to wake up. Any action you have to roll for is approved.
Well, that's not a fumble if I'm using maneuver.
Not a fumble? Right? Yeah.
No.
Okay,
then 93 maneuver.
Then if you wanted to do something like using acrobatics to get up, then you could get a card this round if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
Or you could just lay there and flip them off lazily. I don't really care. So, Pete, what do you do?
If they're attempting to shoot me, I will attempt to get amongst them so that they will potentially shoot each other.
Excellent. Give me a maneuver roll as you go over to them.
76. I mean, besides the whole thing of shooting in a metal box and all the fun and that entails.
They don't appear to care. They're acting kind of suspiciously. So yes?
Yes.
All right. And let's see. Chris, do you want to try fancy acrobatics or whatever?
I did, and I didn't make it, so I just stand up.
Okay, I was going to say you flop around like a fish. Pete gets a card for maneuvering this round, and the bad guys shoot the shit out of Pete because they love him. Bang, and Bang. Oh, one of the guys managed to miss you, Pete. You're very happy about that. The other one tags you for 6 real points of damage. They seem to be using some sort of rifles.
Wow.
The one who missed is basically now a luck roll. Hold on a second. Okay, the guy number 1 has taken 5 points of damage. Who would like to keep track of bad guys?
I got it.
Got it.
You got it?
Number 1 and 2 are the guys currently firing, although now that Pete is among them, they will basically attempt to form a ring of death around him. They all point their rifles pretty much at Pete, which also translates to at each other.
The
So
question is
5 points you said?
Yeah.
The stun damage we got from falling off the roof. Do we still have that?
It's been long enough that you guys have rested. I'll say no.
All right.
So we now go to next round. Oh, stop it, card. Heroes are first, villains are second. Anything you have to do and succeed at is approved. Chris, what do you do?
So I was like, basically, I said, all right, we need to get prepared. And then I got unprepared and laid down, right?
Yep. You want to pull out your laser pistol again and go, ha ha?
Can I use
Fast draw.
fast draw pistol?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to try to fast draw my pistol.
He slowly and menacingly pulls out his pistol while scowling at them. Pete, you're in the most retarded, what's it called? Everybody lines up and shoots. Firing squad. You're in the most retarded firing squad ever. You are the center of all of their attention. It appears that if they don't kill you, they will kill each other.
Yeah, Mexican standoff almost. I will.
No. No, Mexican standoff is everybody. It's same as Chinese standoff. It's just everybody like glowering at each other. Big Trouble in Little China is a good example of a Chinese standoff.
Depends on what kind of racist you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay, there is that. I hadn't thought of that one. You could call it a Mexican firing squad if you wanted to go for the racist overtones, I guess. So, Pete, what do you want to do?
I will quick draw my knife.
All right. They all seem to be white guys, by the way, just, as a side note.
How are they dressed?
Like sheriff's deputies.
Okay.
Okay, and then?
And then I stab one of them.
Number 1 or number
one.
one's wounded?
I'll stab number 1. And yes, I stab him. I'll attempt martial arts.
There was no expression when he got shot by his buddy.
And so strength bonus raises the die type up, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
All right. And I do 3 points of damage to him.
Cool.
Oh, I should check the knives do normal damage here.
Yeah. Yeah. For yours, I believe, since you have the giant fucking knife.
Yeah, it's D6, yeah.
So you go up, you've got an 80 or better strength. So you go up to a D8. Great. The bad guys all attempt to shoot Pete. It's a big circle of fun. 1.
Yeah, not much to do about, unfortunately.
3, 4. Okay, luck roll for the last 2, because the first guy definitely is hitting somebody else. And luck rolls for the last 2. Okay, 2 of the guys might shoot other people. The people who are being shot, number 3 and number 4. So number 3 takes 8. Number 4 takes 6. The one guy who managed to shoot Pete takes 3. Nobody's ever tried the Pete strategy of just get in the midst of them and have them kill each other before, but it seems to be an oddly effective one. And also, you guys give me listen rolls at -30 because
they've all taken right.
What?
Sorry?
They've all taken some damage now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Number 2 has not.
All right, that's fine. Number 2 has not. But so which one took the 3 points right there? Number 3 again?
The 3 points was Pete.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
8 points was number 3. 6
Got it.
points was number 4.
Number 4, got it. All right.
Yeah, and
It was the number. When I heard 3, I thought like 3 was taking a certain amount of damage, and I looked up, saw the 3, so I thought 3 was taking 3. Got it.
And I will play a negate.
Okay. Pete looks really bloody, but
Yes,
the bad guys are just shooting the shit out of each other, and you think these are the kind that would do that and then stop to reload.
You said listen roll, right?
Yeah, listen at -30 for both of you, as mainly what you're hearing is really loud, because gunfire inside of here is a really horrible thing.
So, Logan, in relation to the vault door, where are the guards?
Pretty much right outside of it, like right outside of it.
And Pete
is... there was a
right
couple
in the midst of them.
There was so a couple in the door. If the door was to open really hard and fast, what would happen?
You could theoretically crush Pete and at least 2 of the guards if you were to close the vault door really fast.
Oh, close it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but then
standing in the
closed inside. But what happens if I pushed it out? Then nothing?
No. They basically their whole thing is swing it wide open and prepare to fire and have 2 guys ready to fire.
That's fine.
They were expecting somebody to be in here, as they do every day.
Mm-hmm.
So we're now going to next round, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
What was the preferred action on that one?
I believe it is any.
Oh, okay. So okay,
heroes are first, and something weird happens. Chris, you begin to hear an odd humming coming from somewhere on your personages. Yes. It sounds like, and heroes are first, falling on your knees and yelling, damn you all to hell is approved, which I could actually see Pete doing.
I'm going to
only,
out of the vault.
Give me a maneuver roll to get clear of the fuckery that is Pete's world.
Yep.
Okay. He skates by you, Pete, leaving you to face the rounds and rounds of death.
So, all right. So to activate the bugs for armor.
That's a good idea.
Does that take an action, or is that just a subconscious thought, or?
No, I think that you are not Iron Man yet, unfortunately. Chris, did you keep notes on how much it takes?
No, it took a round. It's like you activate it, and it takes that round to do.
There you go. So you want to activate armor?
Yes, I'll be activating the armor.
It probably is a good idea. Their action is all 4 of them shoot the shit out of Pete. They're pretty much, even though it might be logical for some of them to change targets, they are not acting like normal people. So one hits his own, hits Pete, hits his own. Okay,
I will be phasing.
Phasing one of them?
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
Can you get a result? No, you get before the damage, right? Before the result, you have to phase.
Rather than take the attack.
No problem.
You can only know it's or not how much damage it's done before you phase.
Okay.
Remind me, was your armor 1 die place or 2 die places?
1.
Got it. The D6 that Pete did take, 2 real points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see who got shot by their own guys. Number 2 and number 2. He takes 10 total. Nobody likes him.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Next round. As they are working on execute, and they don't move or shift around at all. They're just pretty much continuing to shoot.
Yeah, I'll spend a hero point.
Okay. Oh, on those 2 points of damage?
Yep.
Once again, Pete has got into the fuckery zone. Poor Pete. Heroes are first, villains are second. Nothing is approved this round. Chris, what do you do? If you shoot at any of them, with anything, if you miss by 20 or less, then it will hit somebody in the group. Possibly Pete. Pete. It's all going to hit Pete. Everything kills Pete. Don't know why. However, using hand-to-hand or sword or something, no worries. Kill Pete. So what do you do?
So Pete's bleeding profusely, right?
Yes.
You think he's going to die soon. You're kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Well, even you can see blood and guts coming out through his armor bugs.
Oh.
Yeah, the explosions and cars collapsing to the ground, etc.
Apparently, his body is not indestructible. It's odd.
Mm-hmm. And falling off rooftops, all accumulated. Actually, I think one of the guys shot me for 6 points to begin with as well, or something. Anyway.
Yeah, just to keep you on your toes, apparently.
That's right.
Chris, what do you do? Quick.
I'm going to tell my nanites to heal him. Heal!
Brilliant. Each round they can shoot one of their beams of healing. How much do they shoot?
D10.
10!
Oh! It shows Pete's red bar going.
No, because hit points come back at 1 per minute.
Hooray!
No, I just healed you for 10.
Yeah, so in 10 minutes it'll be up 10. Remember, they come back 1 per minute.
One per. I wouldn't have bothered then.
Yeah, don't waste it. Don't waste it. Use it for something else. Yeah, it's a non-combat.
You couldn't have forgotten how slow they heal.
It's a non-combat heal.
Fine.
Unfortunately.
Well, I'd said it, so I did it.
That's the spirit. Plus, you can shoot him again and again, and then maybe when you roll those 3 ones, it'll be less painful for Pete. So, no problem. And we know what Chris is up to. What's Pete doing?
Stabbing number 1.
Go for it.
Since they're still running around shooting. Annoying shooty people. Where are we? Martial arts. Oh, D8 damage. 3 points to number 1.
These are hearty individuals. How many has number 1 taken?
8 total.
He looks wounded. For their round, they all go and stare at Pete, the laser beam, the bugs, all that shit. They just
would they be staring at me now because I'm the one that came from? They're staring at him.
Yes, but you got a pretty good idea of what just happened, and you're not happy. So we go to next round as they resume movement. Heroes are first and cannot use cards. Strangling somebody is approved. Right, Chris, what do you do?
I shoot one.
Go for it. Oh, you're using the Kilos app. Roll laser pistol skill.
Got it. So, and then I roll a D8, see if it explodes. It does not. And then it's 2D8.
Yeah.
So 9 to number 1. That's 17. He's down.
Oh, yes. But not by a lot.
I know.
Okay, so Pete, finally, one of them has been kilo-zapped. Oh shit! You did all of his points of damage. Chris, you find out something new about your gun.
Yeah.
That guy's gun, all his possessions are gone, as is the guy's body. There's only a pile of ashes.
Got it.
What do you do? So make a note on your gun. If you do all of somebody's hit points, all of somebody's remaining hit points, they turn into a pile of ashes. But it does lose all of their shit. That's the drawback. But on the good news, less bodies to worry about destroying. On the bad news, you can't sell the kidneys. On the good news, you can snort your enemies. So, Pete, what do you do?
Oh, step number 2. That is a hit. That is a fool. I'll make it. And that 4 points of damage to number 2.
14.
It falls unconscious. Make a note it's unconscious, because if the villains get healed or something, he will get back up. And the bad guys, all 2 of them, shoot the shit out of Pete. They continue gunning him down like he's a varmint. One of them misses everybody. The other one hits the other one. So let me see if this is 3 or 4. This is number 4, takes 6, and a luck roll on that other thing.
Oh!
Wow.
He
So
puts
then
the
number
gun barrel.
3 takes 7.
He puts the
Number 3's
barrel of
at
the gun
15.
against his forehead and pulls the trigger.
The one with 15 falls down. He is dead.
Okay.
So I believe that leaves you with 1 bad guy. He does not. Yeah. Next round. Heroes are first. Posing dramatically is approved. Chris, what do you do?
I'm waiting for it.
You're waiting to see if McKay takes him out. Okay. McKay.
8 points of damage.
And that takes him out.
Good. He looks like he was getting ready to go off and do something different. So he falls down. And
I kick the pile of ash and I stand there on top of it like, ha ha!
Take your card, sir. Take your card. Both of you guys give me a free listen roll at -30 because you are stone deaf.
Nope.
At -30, I get it.
You hear running of feet that's running out of the bank for some reason.
I've never seen that happen before.
I was going to say, if you'd like to ignore it and spend 2 more rounds, you can continue shooting Pete with your ray of love and happiness.
No, I'm running.
All right. Go ahead and give me a sprint roll as Doc Fulton, after posing dramatically on the pile of ash, rockets away. It just shows the ash kind of go up behind him like in a funnel of air as he displaces the air running so fast. Pete, what would you like to do?
I will sprint after him.
If you make it, then you're not going to be covered in the dust of this guy.
I make it.
Hooray! I was thinking it'd be funnier if you fucking fumbled and just had the dead guy all over you. No problem. Right, Chris is on the heels of some guy who's sprinting out of the bank at very high speed. It appears that he is dressed as a sheriff or something, and he is intent on running to somewhere like across the street. Chris, you're having flashbacks.